Hi everyone, this is Jim Vines and welcome to 20 Photos. So I've chosen 20 of my photos that I'm going to go through and just briefly talk about each one. Just giving you a little description, maybe a little background, maybe how I shot the picture or why I shot the picture. So here we go. Photo number one is this little girl. She was at a hotel with her family in downtown Los Angeles. It was a wedding party and people were getting ready to go into the ballroom, and there was like 2 or 3 little girls just standing outside and twirling around in their dresses, and I just saw this little girl. I just walked by and snapped one shot. I might have done 2 shots. I like it. I think she's beautiful, and it's a cute shot. This next photograph was taken in downtown Los Angeles on a rainy day. I was just walking around looking for something to snap a picture of, and something presented itself right away. Saw this couple walking down the sidewalk, and I kind of got up behind them, and then they turned and headed into a parking lot, and I figured I'd let them get ahead of me a little bit, and then I snapped this photo. It's a nice shot, nice cozy shot on a rainy day, downtown LA. All right, this shot was taken in San Francisco. I was in a coffee house. And now, if this isn't the perfect San Francisco barista, I don't know what is. But I love the hat, I love the mustache, I love the sideburns, I love the glasses, and it was just so San Francisco. He didn't know I took his picture. Most of my subjects don't know I'm taking their picture. I decided to take the picture. I remember turning around and throwing the camera over my shoulder and snapping one shot. I've gotten pretty good at taking pictures without actually looking through the lens. But this is the shot I got. I love it. I just think it's, again, just so San Francisco. All right, here we are back in downtown Los Angeles for this particular picture. This woman was sitting across the street, a good distance away. I really had to zoom in on her. Judging by the look on her face, she knew I was taking her picture. I remember I was standing there for a while, waiting for traffic to go by and people to get out of the way of the shot. And she just stared at me, almost as if she knew I was going to take her picture. And I snapped 3 or 4 shots. Something about her eyes are amazing. It's an interesting shot, I think. Here's a shot I took from a helicopter over Century City. I think it was 92 or 93. My brother at the time owned a helicopter, and I would go up on occasion and do some aerial photography. So this day we went all over LA, downtown, Santa Monica, Century City, Beverly Hills. So I got a lot of pictures, but I like this one over Century City, just hanging out of a door, shooting down on these 2 great buildings. Anyway, interesting shot. I love the shape of those buildings. I always have. Here's a picture of a gentleman. I was on a road trip with a buddy of mine. Around 1990, I think it was, and 89 or 90, and we were down in San Felipe, Mexico. At the time, it wasn't built up. I think now it's all built up and it's like a resort town, but back then, at least where we were, there was nothing down there. It was just they were starting to build, and it was kind of creepy. It was kind of interesting. It was windy, and you could hear the wind blow, and it was like on the water, and I loved it. I thought it'd be a great place to make a movie. But there was this old gentleman there, and my friend Andy, who I was with, he's Mexican, so he was able to talk to this old guy. And the old guy said that he had walked from the mountains, which were, 30 miles away, I think. At least 20 miles away, but they were quite a distance, 20, 30 miles. And this old guy said he had walked from there, and he did it on a regular basis. This is one of my first attempts at street photography, or just kind of photography where I'm just snapping whatever looks interesting when I'm out and about. Here we are back downtown. This gentleman walking around with this sign. Over 100 original jokes. $1. $2 if you laugh. I just thought it was great. That's a ingenious way to make $1. Anyway, I shot just 2, maybe 3 shots of this guy walking across the street. The picture works on a few different levels, but I love that sign. Now here we are in Monument Valley. It's on the border of Utah and Arizona. I think this part here is in Utah. But Monument Valley, one of my all-time favorite places to go. I've been there several times. This road here, it's pretty famous. It's been used in a lot of movies. But it's really a magical place. It's really, it's great for creativity, and you just go out and just everywhere you look, there's something to take a picture of. Although now, I haven't been there in 10 years, but I've heard that they've built it up a bit, and there's a big hotel there now. It's nothing like it was when I first started going there in the late 80s, when there was really nothing there. There was an old parking lot where you could kind of camp out, which I've done. But now there's hotels, and there's, which is great for the community. But anyway, it's not quite as pristine as it was once upon a time. Here's a portrait of my friend Doug. This was taken early 90s. I was experimenting with old-time photography, not old-time photography, but photography like the George Hurrell photography, the black and white glamour shots of the 30s and 40s. The black and white and the lighting. And anyway, this was my attempt. I think it came out pretty good. On a sad note, this is my friend Doug, and he just found out he passed away just a couple years ago. So that was sad, but there he is, my good friend Doug. Nothing terribly special about this one, other than the fact that it's just a nice, pretty shot of the sun setting at the beach, with the ocean, mountains, and there's a bird flying there to the right of the sun, the setting sun, and I like it. It's a nice shot. It's pretty. So, sunset at the beach. And here we have Hollywood. Walking down the street one day, I believe I was on Sunset Boulevard, and these 4 construction workers were walking towards me. Raised up my camera, shot 1 picture, and that was it. And still in Hollywood, here we are on Hollywood Boulevard. Just a quick shot, took 1 picture of this young lady with a small child. She's got her hands full. Those of you who are parents, you know what that's like. This picture here, I shot this one in New York, in Manhattan. Actually, just last November, I was walking with a buddy of mine, and he had never been to New York before. So we were just kind of walking around. I was showing him some sights. I saw this gentleman sitting there and kind of giving me the eye. And once again, I didn't raise the camera up and take his picture. I just sort of whipped my camera around without looking and snapped it. He's still looking right into the camera, which is kind of amazing, but I like it. I like the smoke surrounding his face, and the look he's kind of giving me, or giving my camera anyway. All right, here's a strange one. In Hollywood, I was out taking a walk one day, coming back from lunch, and I spotted this person walking down the street wearing this mask, and it was just freaky. I felt like I was in a horror movie or something. Every time I turned around, this person was gaining on me. And I said, I have to get a picture of this. So I just stopped and I snapped 2 or 3 shots. And anyway, a little creepy, but fun. I enjoy that one. It's fun shot. And here we are in Hollywood still. I was inside my car, actually, driving down Western Avenue. And this guy was holding a sign. And I shot his picture. And there he is. Now we're downtown LA for this one. Just a mother and her baby. And I like how the baby's looking at me. Not much more I can say about it, but yeah, I like that one. Here we are back in New York City in Manhattan. My friend was inside of a building, and I was sitting outside on the steps. And this gentleman walked by. I liked his look, and I liked the cane, I liked his jacket, I liked his hair, I liked the look he was giving me. And I think I just shot 2 pictures of this one. Here we are back in downtown LA. I was sitting at a Starbucks having a drink, and directly in front of me were these 3 cab drivers. And not much more I can say about it. I just liked the way they were standing there, the bus in the background going by. Yeah, 3 cab drivers in downtown LA. And here we are back in Hollywood Boulevard. I think I only took 1 shot of this as I walked by. Again, without really looking, I can see something that I want to take a picture of. And as I said, I've gotten fairly good at judging what is in my frame. And I just snapped the shutter. And that's what I got. Yeah, and again, these are all shots that, you have to react quick. You have to move quick. You have to see something and just take the shot. You can't stand around necessarily. Or if it's like a sunset shot, sun going down, you can kind of take your time a little bit. But for shots like this on the street, no, you have to see it and take it like instantaneously. And last but definitely not least, this is a portrait of my friend Diane. This was taken, I think, around 1990. This was on a film set. She was an actress, and she would bring me along as her still photographer, take pictures on the set. And this was a shot I took of her in costume. No special lighting, just available light. I like it. It's a pretty shot. On a sad note, Diane passed away in 2000. But great friend, beautiful woman, and it's a pretty shot. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me for 20 photos. If you'd like to see more of my photography, please visit me over at Instagram at Jim Vines Presents.